Hello everyone and welcome back to the Unicorn Challenge here in The Sims 3 with Zelda and Wyatt Northstar of the Northstar family. And we are right where we left off last time with a pair of fairies frolicking in the forest. And this time, and now that we have gotten the prologue out of the way, you guys know who they are and what they're up to. We are going to go ahead and jump right into the gameplay, which I think is going to include Biscuit. Biscuit, are you really going to do this? Okay, he's sniffing this time. He actually barked and growled at us last time, so I was a little bit worried about that. Oh, and now he wants to talk to Biscuit. I think Wyatt is actually the one who brought Biscuit home, and it looks like Zelda is ready to get going. She looks really pumped, so I think she's going to go ahead and get her day started. So we're going to go ahead and see what kind of wants they have, and remember, Zelda's goal is hopefully to start building up her celebrity level, building up her rebel skill, and earning a bit of money. So I think we may actually send her into town to do a little bit of dumpster diving because we currently have no money and we really need to fix that if we're going to get anything done. Ooh, she's intrigued. She let off some steam. So she's been having, oh, and she's with attractive company and she's happy to be outside. And apparently she really loves how her home is decorated. Her home being literally just a patch of forest in the middle of nowhere with a fairy house. But I'm glad to see that she's having a really good time. And it seems like she's trusting Wyatt to leave some things to him. So let's see what she wants to do. Write a science fiction novel. I kind of get the idea because she's written a science fiction novel in the past when she was a teenager. She actually was able to publish a science fiction novel that was dedicated about comets. I think she likes to write science fiction novels to explore other types of society or the downfall of the government because she is quite the rebel that way. And buy a telescope. I'm not sure if we're gonna get one. Maybe she wants to study the stars. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Being a fairy, maybe you want to look up at the stars and think about the twinkling up there, just like the twinkling on your wings. But we'll let her go do that elsewhere. Let's see. And harvest a wild plant. Is there a wild plant nearby? Oh, there's actually a bunch of these flowers. Oh, flowers sell for so much. Zelda, get over here. And there's even a little bug. Wonderful. I think it's a roach, but you know what? We can't be picky. This is their little lake, by the way. Zelda's going to have to find any way she possibly can to start earning some money. Oh, and what's going on over here? Oh, good job, Wyatt. And Wyatt has filled up the food bowl and he's off to drink some pollen punch. He wants to take a black and white photo. He wants to woohoo in the all-in-one bathroom. Okay, then. He wants to learn a new recipe too. So maybe we'll send him over to the bookstore and maybe have him go, what? We've got to sell that. You cannot have a car, sir. That's not the way we work here. And the co-ed curriculum, you're not in high school anymore, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that too. But we may send Wyatt into town then because maybe he wants to learn something. Oh, she caught the cockroach and it's only worth zero simoleons. Look at her face. Oh, well, Zelda, you're supposed to celebrate all of the little animals and living creatures out there. Now, there's a whole bunch of these gemstones and metals, but I don't know if she would actually do anything with them. It's next to the mine. They're actually next to a mine entrance right now. So Zelda wants to win a ranked chess match. And use a megaphone. I think that the megaphone, start a hunger strike. Start a pet cause. Everyone's got a pet cause, but there's no doubt that your Sim's cause is the most important. Schedule a protest and don't forget to hand out flyers in town so somebody actually shows up. Let's go ahead and let her focus on that. So Zelda, let's send her into town so she can go and try to earn a little bit of money and maybe find a wild plant to harvest from on our way there. Let's see. I wonder if the town festival square might have some wild plants here. They do have a tent that we can have her sleep in if push really came to shove. I'm pretty sure there's some plants growing over here that would be considered wild plants. There we go. Now everything. Oh, look at all the flowers. Yes, Zelda, let's send you over here and then we'll have her schedule a protest. Oh my gosh, is it spring? The spring festival is active right now and there's kissing booths. Oh my goodness, that's too hilarious. I love this town. It is so well built and so hilarious. All right. I think I'm just going to send her over here. There's a little chameleon. There's so many animals to catch, so many things to do. All right, we're going to go here. And I think she's going to come this way and then we'll schedule a protest and she can actually come over and maybe hand out flyers to the protest at the Love Day Festival because maybe she's feeling that this is too festive. Why do we have kissing booths? This is a travesty of commercialism and waste and materialism. So we'll go ahead and let her kind of, oh, look at this, the Grim Reaper. is right behind. The Grim Reaper's right behind the little love machine. That's so funny. Okay. And there's, oh yeah, look. There's pumpkins. We can come and harvest these pumpkins. That will be the wild plant that she can gather. All right, Zelda. So we'll have her get over there. And then meanwhile, Wyatt, why are you so sweet? Wyatt is busy brushing little Biscuit. So he is such a sweetheart. He wants to improve his photography skill and he wants to learn the inventing skill. That is much more like it. You guys have plenty of pollen punch to drink. So he technically, and visit a graveyard during a full moon. Man, you've got a lot of interesting things you want to do, Wyatt, and project an aura of soothing. He is just such a gentle soul. I mean, look at him taking care of the cranky puppy that he rescued. I really think that he is the one who brought Biscuit into the family, even though Biscuit's like cranky and a piggy. And we'll go ahead and let him brush Biscuit. And then I think, oh, Biscuit could be trained to hunt. And then we could gather up a whole bunch of the gemstones. That would help us out so much, especially if Wyatt is able to cut the gemstones and sell them for more money. And I think he can actually do that if we send him to the junkyard. There's an inventing table at the junkyard that he can take care of. Whoop. Sorry about that. Okay, are you doing okay, Biscuit? What's the matter? Oh, he's begging. He's begging because he's a little piggy. So he's begging from Wyatt. I have a feeling Wyatt's going to get like wrapped around his little paw. No problem. All right, affection. Let's go ahead and talk to him. What kind of relationship does he have with Biscuit? Do you have any relationship with your dog? Oh, it's way down here. Oh, look, there's Scooby-Doo, you guys. I told you guys that Scooby-Doo and some of the others are in here. Oh, this is going to be so fun. They're so much fun. You can see Missy Usher. There's a lot of supernaturals in this town. So there we go. Little Biscuit. Oh, I love that they get to talk to each other. We'll let him sniff hand. And then let's actually, can we take a black and white picture of Biscuit? Camera, take a photo. All right, let's see. And then there's Biscuit. My Pet, the Animal Kingdom. Cool. So it's actually, can we put on a filter? Black and white photo. Portrait. And let's take the picture. There we go. And then Kenny is actually a werewolf, so he's busy leveling up. You captured My Pet. That's a subject worth $14. There are only 9 subjects left to complete the Animal Kingdom collection. Have you captured deer yet? Interesting. We may have him work on some more of those things later then too. All right, and visit a graveyard, improve photography skill. I don't think we got the picture because we just used a phone and we didn't use an actual camera, and you get an actual picture when you take pictures if you use the actual camera. So we may buy him a camera at some point in the future. But for now, let's send him up to learn the inventing skill. So let's give a little pet to Biscuit just so he won't be lonely while we leave. And then we're actually going to send Wyatt off to start gaining some new skills too. So I think the family spends a lot of time away from their little teensy forest, and Biscuit is kind of like half wild more or less because he was just a stray dog that they took in. So they have a great home for Biscuit, but he's also used to being left on his own and wandering around town. And then over here, this right next to this poor diner is actually where the junkyard is. And I think this is where a lot of Wyatt's time is going to end up, because there's a lot of interesting machines we can use over here, including the drill. We can use the drill here. There's a whole bunch of piles to dig through if he wants to gather up some scrap. There's a whole bunch of things that he can salvage, and there's an inventing table. Oh no, and Kenny hangs out here? You guys, this is Kenny. This is the guy who was just getting townie notifications for improving his athletic skill. And the thing about Kenny is he is also the lead boss of the werewolf gang in town. So he actually leads the werewolf pack, which is also a werewolf gang. He is the alpha, and he is exceptionally aggressive and dangerous and involved in some of the criminal elements here in Sleepy Hollow. So this is going to be quite interesting. I hope that poor Wyatt, he's just an innocent, curious fairy. I mean, look, there's even a chainsaw here. Oh, I really hope he doesn't get into too much trouble over here with Kenny, especially because this is kind of a scary, questionable place as it is. All right, so let's send Wyatt over here. Can he scavenge? Okay, there's nothing left in the junk piles to dig through. I'm a little bit worried. Kenny is like building his athletic skill just from existing. So I'm a little bit worried about being near Kenny, but hopefully we can come on over and like dabble at this inventing table. So we will leave Wyatt there because he does tend to pull pranks. So if he gets involved, he may start doing chattering teeth and hothead on Kenny. It looks like Kenny uses this place as kind of like a hideout. So we're going to have to be really careful. I'm really, bigger, faster, stronger, really worried about messing with the werewolf alpha in town. But maybe he'll leave Wyatt alone. So we'll just have to cross our fingers that'll be the case. And then what are we doing over here? We're fishing? All right, I'm not going to complain, Zelda. Oh, and look at it. She wants to buy a street art kit. What? You lost your street art kit? Of course we'll get you a street art kit. But we need money to do that. Where did we get all this money? We sold some things, didn't we? I can't remember how we got that much money. I totally missed that, however it happened. So we ended up with some money somehow, but I'm not going to complain. And we have so much stuff left over from previous seasons of working with her. And she does have some video, and she does have a really wonderful camera. We may give it to her husband so that he can do something. Oh, and I forgot she has a collection helper. What? This is going to work out a lot easier than I remember. And we've got some flowers we're collecting, and she has a laptop. Even though she is a rebel fairy who believes in living off the land and living in the forest, one with nature, she also doesn't want to give up her laptop. There's a lot of things about Zelda that maybe because of her youth, she kind of is a bundle of contradictions with a few of her things. All right, so she's busy over here fishing, but let's have her start a protest. How are we going to do that? I have to remember how social networking. Let's see, services. I can't remember how to start quit work. What? You have a job? Oh, I think she actually has a job. Mama Paparazzi. She's actually a photographer. We may have her quit that job and just be like a roaming random person. I wonder how we could earn money with her. She used to work as a rebel paparazzi person, but I don't think that really fits her anymore. So we may have her quit that. And I'm not really sure how you can schedule a protest. I may have to look that up because it has been so long since I have even touched that. Call everybody home. Then we can... Oh, I wonder if we go to town hall and that's how we do it. I think you have to go like up to town hall. All right, let's see. Town hall is right over here. She's actually led a protest or two in front of town hall. It's so much fun to be back here. I can't believe it. And everything is running a lot better because I haven't actually been here in Sleepy Hollow City Hall since I got my new computer, Peapod, which is the name of my computer. Register as unemployed. I think that suits her better to register herself as unemployed, or maybe self-employed bot builder. Ooh. Horsewoman. Now that would be pretty cool to register as a self-employed horsewoman at some point, but she has to start somewhere, or an angler, depending on what she wants to try out. So let's see, change name, take greeting card photo, join politician career, donate to the future fund, tour city hall. Let me look up really quickly how to start a protest real fast. Found it! It's her megaphone! All we need is the Me Too megaphone, and now we can announce a protest! So you can go ahead and like rant about or proclaim love for, give a gift. Ooh, we could also give a gift. Oh, I love the Sims 3 like gift giving abilities too. I've really missed that. So let's have her go ahead and we'll schedule a protest. Are we just gonna do it right here? You know what? What better place to schedule a protest than actual Love Day? Look at her go! We're gonna choose the festival grounds as our protest location. I have no problem with that. And look at all the things she can protest against. Beetles, astronauts, clowns, computers. Let's go ahead. We'll protest against computers, I think. But this is interesting. Oh, you guys, I have never really dabbled in this. This is so exciting. Apparently, the harder protests have benefits. So criminals, protest against criminals, or you can protest against doctors. Sims should be able to heal themselves. Few world resources. If successful, bugs, gems, and metals will be easier to find for a few days. Firefighters, for those who want to save their own lives in an emergency. Oh my gosh. Fishing, leave the fish alone. Gardening puts holes in the earth, one plant at a time. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun. And there's anything else? Low wages. A successful protest gives employed Sims a raise effective immediately. Wow. I had no idea that there were so many things that you could do. I don't think he would lead a protest against Nessie, because this being a supernatural town, I'm sure Nessie actually lives in the like waters, and that would be just so offensive. Let's see. Not enough lifetime happiness. Receive more lifetime happiness for a few days after a successful protest. Wow, this is so cool. Let's see. No more private investigators. So you can just protest against really silly things. Oh, protest against unicorns. No. I wonder if you can protest for unicorns. Protest against unskilled Sims. Show me a Yeti and I'll show you a problem. Those are like charged words of not goodness in a supernatural town. Protest against radiation might actually offend Mr. Thing and his daughter Esmelda, like Slimepire. And because if you think about it, there's going to be a lot of supernatural creatures that rely on radiation. Oh my. Let's go ahead and have her protest against... We'll go with computers. That's a nice neutral thing because a lot of the supernaturals aren't so sure about the technology movement in their town. I really hope I started the protest for here. I forgot to double check. Yes, on Sunday at 6. So she's going to lead a protest here. Oh, that's so exciting. Now we need to go and give a whole bunch of Sims flyers. So hopefully it can be a successful protest. And we're going to pick these flowers. We're going to pick these flowers and harvest from this pumpkin that's over here. All right, let's go ahead, harvest this pumpkin, and then we'll gather up this pumpkin. Can we bloom? Yes, and we can bloom this pumpkin, and then there's another flower that we can pick. So Zelda is a fairy, and fairies are amazing gardeners because what fairies can actually do is, and let's come down, look at her. What fairies can do is they can actually bloom plants. Oh, look at the beautiful rainbow in the background. Oh, I love this. They can actually bloom plants, and that means we should be able to get a pumpkin from this without having to wait. All right, come on. All right, good. She gathered up a wild plant. By an alchemy station? Do you want to take after your dad? I wonder if Zelda wants to learn how to make some alchemy potions. Oh, it went away. I think she realized she doesn't really want to follow in her dad's footsteps that quickly. Safina Devoted. A recent office shakeup has brought Safina Devoted under the direct reign of Velma Dinkley. Oh my gosh, the Scooby-Doo crew is taking over some businesses. Oh, and look at her. She did the bloom. Oh, that's so fun. We ended up with 2 pumpkins. Yes, we're going to harvest that up for sure. And we're going to lead the protest in just a moment. Oh, and there's Esmelda. You've got to watch out. Esmelda right here, she is Esmelda Thing Swampire. And she is from the Thing family from the swamp. And she joined the criminal career right away. So she's the one who might potentially buy up all the land we want to turn into the Enchanted Forest and turn it into a overpolluted, total nasty swamp that will just sort of be like a toxic waste dump instead. All right, and we'll go ahead. Zelda, I don't know how your protest is going to go, if it's going to be full of all sorts of rain. And let's come over and see Marlene Pruitt. Ooh, and here's a twist that Zelda doesn't know. Marlene actually happens to be pregnant right now with Zelda's newest young sibling. Marlene is involved in an affair with Darian Northstar, and that is where we left season 2 off last time. And we will occasionally be popping back over to the Northstar family, the main Northstar family legacy, and seeing how Ariel is doing, and seeing how Darian's doing, and seeing how their drama continues. But we're just going to be focusing on the unicorns for a little while, because Zelda and Wyatt are fairies and gonna live forever, and the unicorn challenge will last a while then. But yes, I just wanted to reassure you guys I haven't forgotten about Marlene and the fact that she is currently secretly pregnant with Darian's child because she is a witch, and Darian started panicking about making sure that he could pass on his traditional witch knowledge that he has gathered through several generations of his family. And so since his wife is a fairy and so far they've only had one successful birth of a child that resulted in a child with witch powers, he wanted to guarantee that his family lineage would continue with its witchness, and cheated on his wife Gina with Marlene. And that was, they both had some plans. Marlene has had like 6 kids already who are all witches, so Darian, it was more an act of desperation. But that's how season 2 ended last time with Northstar family, in case you guys aren't familiar with that. Definitely worth looking into. And then we've got lovely Zelda. And, oh yeah, that's right. She has no idea. She has no idea Marlene is actually expecting. Really loud introduction. Give protest flyer. All right, come on. Oh, and Ariel improved her social networking skills. Cool. We'll have to like send our sister a text later. Oh, these two look like sisters. Oh, that's because they're the Pruitt's children. Yep, and they're all witches. So let's go ahead, talk about rain. Oh, I don't think I can give kids protest flyers. Marlene, are we leading the protest now? Carry picket sign. Come on, come on. Give a protest flyer. Can we not give her one? Aw, man, maybe it's too like late. All right, so here we are. Oh, we're leading the protest. Look at this. This is so interesting. Is anybody going to show up for it? You, sir. Alaric Ulrich. Oh, what's going on here? Amy Novas. What are you doing? What? Are you a fairy? I love this town. You just never know what's going to happen with all of the supernatural Sims roaming around. This is so cool. Now, that's a thought, though. We do have the auras we can toss on ourselves. Let's do aura of body and mind, maybe, to kind of rile the crowd. There's Bobby Witt, who is actually one of the mad scientists in town. And then let's go ahead and let's give impassioned speech. There we go. Look at her glow. Yeah, Bobby Witt, even though he's... What the heck? There's a deer. I love this town so much. I forgot how amazing it was. Statues to the Grim Reaper. Deers jumping through the Love Festival event. Oh my gosh, is she coming over for a kiss? Are you going to get a kiss, ma'am? Look at them. They're being affected. It's Velma. That's Velma from the Scooby-Doo crew. Look, there's Derry and her dad. Oh my gosh, Velma. Velma. Velma's coming over to get a kiss. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. And then over here we have, oh look, Darian's here. He's joined his daughter's protest. This is so cool. Look at her. She's like, thanks, Dad. See, that's what I mean. Even though you would think Zelda is like a rebel and she's not going to really get that attached to anything other than her own motives, she still has her dad like having all the support, and she really appreciates that. Wow. Oh, look, there's a werewolf. Or a vampire. You can tell because their eyes are glowing. Look at all the people we're affecting with our aura. I wonder if that's kind of skeezy. Let's lead a chant too. I wonder if that's kind of questionable. I know that guy's a werewolf. Throw safety goggles to the wind and harness the power of invention. A brilliant mind and a blowtorch can turn yesterday's scrap into tomorrow's must-have life improvement gadgets. Who knows when the next big discovery or explosion will yield. All right, it looks like we're doing pretty good with our protest, actually. Zelda, keep going, Zelda, keep going. So she's having a good time building up that rebel skill, and hopefully by building up her rebel skill and her celebrity skill, she will have the political know-how to start the Enchanted Forest and be able to buy up land that other people... Are we having a counter protest? Or is he on our side? Hiroshi Nakamura, who happens to be an author of some really good Japanese fiction books, is over here. I can't tell if he's helping us or leading a protest against us. This is so interesting. How long does the protest last? We'll try riling the crowd after this. Yeah! Come on, Zelda, come on! Oh, this is kind of awesome. She's going to lead change one way or another. That's amazing that her dad showed up. But that also says a lot politically because her dad happens to be one of the richest. Zelda is ready for the lifestyle of fantastic conversation, becoming a socialite of renown, and always knowing to say the right thing. To become more charismatic, Zelda will constantly need to get out and socialize with the Sims in the neighborhood. What? Is she building her social skill while doing this? She just got a little bit of charisma from doing this. She's going to have to build her charisma more if she's actually going to be able to really get people's attention for this protest. How long? Okay, I think the protest is almost over. All right, good job. Look at everybody. She's leading the protest into the night. Totally awesome. And this is actually pretty important to help establish her future goals to save the unicorns. It's messy, messy business politics. And then how are we doing over here with Wyatt? Let's go and check on him. He wants to buy the scrap table. Oh, we can't do that one, but earn a new title by increasing rebel influence. The sweet little Wyatt wants to figure out how to become more of a rebel to help his wife. That's adorable. And he wants to collect some scrap. Oh my gosh. Both those things are so cute. And we can actually help him project an aura of soothing right now. then that will actually help him. The more he projects auras and the more he uses his fairy abilities. There you go, buddy. Then the more he will start, let's see, let's go ahead. Can we invent something in particular? But yeah, the more he projects the auras, then the more that Wyatt will actually be able to build his fairy skill. Look at this! No! The protest that Zelda Northstar organized is losing momentum. Okay, and look, only her dad... Okay, a couple other people are still here, but I thought for a second only her dad was here. Oh, right. How do we end the protest? I'm so curious. Wow, we ended up... Oh my gosh! What just happened? There's a little horse. There's a foal. What? This town is the best. There's just a little foal that suddenly walked into the middle of our protest. We have been interrupted, and it's actually somebody's horse, Camille Strange. So it belongs to the Strange family. I think. Oh, we got to bottle feed it. We've got to bottle feed it. I think Zelda wants to steal his foal away. Who lets their foal just get lost? Oh my gosh, is it chasing this woman? Who lets their foal just get lost? And chase random people? This is amazing! There's just a little foal hanging out over here. Oh my goodness. Come on, Zelda. Oh, she's gonna come over and bottle feed it. Oh, this is the best way that this could have possibly gone. I can't believe this. We're abandoning our protest midway. Come on, come on, come on. To take care of the foal. I really want to take care of the baby. Affection, talk to. Come on. Bottle feed. Can we do any of those things? Yeah, we're going to go take care of the baby. Oh my gosh, and the will-o-wisp have come out. We should gather them up. Look at that. Next to the graves that are in the park. I don't even know who they're like celebrating or whose graves these are, but they are one of the centerpieces of the town here. I forgot how amazing this town is. I'm so in love with it. There's Ronnie Rossage. Oh my gosh. Hi, little one. How are you? Can I spend a little bit of time with you? Hi. Let me go ahead and turn off our projection. We'll stop the aura. And then, oh, Wyatt just made something. What? Good job, Wyatt. We'll be with you in a minute. Oh my gosh, Zelda. This is so exciting. She's bottle feeding a baby horse. I've never done this with a foal before. Talk about a twist. Talk about such a twist. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. Can we become friends with them? Now, one of the requirements for having a unicorn actually is that you have to become BFFs with 3 animals. So we're going to become friends with our family cat, Soot, of course. No Izzy. Izzy is not allowed to move out. I will move Izzy back in. Izzy is our mummy nanny. She should not move out like that. I can't believe she's done that. We'll fix it later. But yeah, you have to become BFFs with at least 3 animals before the unicorn will possibly consider moving into your household. So can I do that again? Can I care for you? Can I brush you or anything like that? So maybe we can become BFFs with this little foal. Who knew that having fewer beds and Izzy has decided that she could take no more of this foolishness and has moved out. No, we're moving Izzy back in. Izzy is our nanny and she's contractually magically bound to us because she is also a mummy, so she's not going anywhere. And we have already stumbled on a foal in the middle of a storm like this. Look at how beautiful this town is. It's so foggy and pretty here. And I forgot how it just like constantly rains. And there's just like abandoned churches all over the place. This is so cool. I like it. So we might become friends with the strangest horse and then maybe even convince it to move in with us instead of stay with its clearly neglectful owners. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to like pet it and brush it, and we'll have to see if we can really get it to come and maybe potentially belong to us. We might even go and like get in a fight with the strange family and see if we can get it from them. And Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo True has improved his promotion and now he is an ingredient taster. I love this so much. It's so much fun to watch as the townies get up to all sorts of nonsense and also be here with little foals. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. So Zelda has got a good start to things. She started to rile the crowd and then abandoned her protest midway through. But she did gain a little bit of charisma, so she definitely learned something from leading that protest. And Wyatt has actually stayed up past bedtime. That's adorable. And Wyatt has actually been able to work very hard, and he has gotten a little bit of experience in building things, which is one of the many things that he wants to be working on. So it looks like he wants to focus on collecting scrap right now and improving his inventing skill. So he actually wants that more than woohooing. So we're going to line that up. You don't get a bed, sorry buddy. And he created a smasher. So he made a little smasher, and we can probably sell it at the consignment shop. Well, that's probably what we'll do, because actually the Northstar family owns the consignment shop. The protest that Zelda organized was a huge success. Yay! I don't know what that's going to do, maybe boost her rebel influence, but we may actually go and sell some of the things they find at the consignment shop, because Zelda's father actually owns the consignment shop. Look at that. Victorious protest. Wonderful. So we're going to play a little bit more with the foal and see maybe Zelda can go visit her family for a little bit and play with the family cat too. Because on top of earning all of the money so that we can buy land to keep our unicorn, we also need to get those 3 animal relationships really through the roof and becoming best friend forever level before the unicorn will even think about moving in. So we've got plenty to keep us busy, and I totally forgot how amazing this town was. And look at the little chameleon hiding there, and there's will-o-wisp to catch, and who knows what else going on. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.